Hey guys, welcome back to Ebike Random Adventures. Today we're going to be taking a look at this beautiful Mokwheel bike. This one is the Obsidian St 2.0. This is the latest, greatest version of the Obsidian bike. The Obsidian was always an awesome bike, but the 2.0 version has a couple upgrades that you just can't overlook. One of them being the clear, bright display that is removable. You can take this display off, take it with you for security. The other big one is going to be that the former Obsidian had an 8-speed gear set. This one comes with an upgraded 10-speed Shimano Q system on it. That's a big upgrade, guys. You're still going to get the great features that you always loved about the Obsidian bike, one of them being the front fork that has 130 millimeters of travel. You still get your 4-link rear suspension here that has the 50 millimeter D&M air shock, and you still get the 1000 watt continuous 1300 watt peak hub drive motor in the rear. This thing does have 105 newton meters of torque. That's going to give you some great hill climbing ability. Guys, they say this bike can fit riders from 5'6" all the way up to 6'8". It does come with this quick drop seat post, so it's real easy to adjust here. Of course, you can move the tube up and down. It's going to have the shorter tube because of the 4-link suspension. But if you put the tube in any position, you can still get that adjustment while you're riding on the go. So that is a really nice feature. Let me put it down to the minimum here. Okay, this is the seat on the lowest height. The minimum height for this seat is 35 inches, so that's still pretty tall in my opinion. This is the step-over frame, and it does have a 20-inch step-over right here in the middle, but it does have the air shock right here, and I do have the water bottle holder on. Let's see how hard it is to step over this. Actually, not too bad for me. With the seat on the lowest setting, I can stand flat-footed, but since this is a full suspension bike, when you sit down, it drops down a couple inches. So I do think riders that are a couple inches shorter than me can ride this bike. I feel like 5'6" might be a little bit on the optimistic side, but you could probably hop up on the seat and get going. 30.9 millimeter seat post, minimum insertion line. Let's let the quick drop seat post all the way up. That's a little too tall for me to get on, guys. Yeah. I was able to hop up though. This is how high my knees come with the seat on maximum height. So if you are 6'8", I think you might end up feeling a little cramped on this bike. I do feel like this would be okay for like 6'4", 6'5". Of course, you can always install a much longer seat post than that, and you can install some handlebar risers. There's plenty of wiring here, so you could definitely install some handlebar risers on this bike. The Obsidian 2.0 bike is going to come set up as a Class 3 bike right out of the box. That means you're going to get 20 miles per hour on the throttle, 28 miles per hour top speed using your own pedaling. But Mokwheel bikes are usually fully adjustable, so we will get in there and see what kind of settings we can change, see if we can unlock anything. This bike does come equipped with a 19.6 48-volt battery tucked up here into the frame. I've always been impressed with the range that I do get on these Mokwheel bikes. This one has a claimed range of up to 80 miles. That's going to involve a lot of pedaling on the lower pedal assist levels. We are going to take this thing out. I am a 215-pound rider. We'll see what kind of performance I get on the bike. Here's a look at your giant 26x4-inch fat tires. They are branded Chow Yang. These ones do have the hippo skin, aramid flock blocker that should prevent you from getting punctures. Here's a look at your dual beam headlight. It is adjustable here. Get your plastic fenders. This one does have the 130 millimeter front fork. This is adjustable with clicks. It also is adjustable for the rebound. You do get a place to mount a basket up here in the front. Get quite a bit of wiring here if you want to extend your handlebars up. Up front you do get the 46 tooth crankset with the one-sided aluminum chain guard, some medium length crank arms, and some metal pedals. Back in the back you get this upgraded Shimano Q's derailleur and your 10-speed gear set. Here's a look at the rear suspension. It is a 4-link setup. You do get the D&M RD38 air shock back here in the back. You can adjust this air pressure. It does say max 275 psi. This is your compression adjustment here. Your rebound adjustment is under here on this red wheel with these clicks. Here's a look at the seat post. It does have this quick drop mechanism, so it's real easy to move up and down. It does say Mokwheel on the seat. The seat is nice and firm. Feels pretty good. It does have kind of a leathery feel to it. You do get Tektro branded hydraulic disc brakes on this Obsidian 2.0. They do have 180 millimeter rotors. You get the same rotors on the front and on the rear. The battery on this one can be dropped out of the frame. When you turn the key, it's just going to drop the battery out that little bit. Then you have to use the release mechanism to drop it out the rest of the way. Here's a look at the numbers on the battery. 48 volts, 962 watt hours. Charging current 5 amps maximum. Rated capacity 20 amp hours. 30 amps max discharge. This is the charging port under here. It is the 5mm style charger. The bike is also set up for solar charging and solar inverter use. This is the port for that. The Obsidian 2.0 is not set up with any brake lights or taillights in the rear. It does, however, have riv nuts already installed here in the frame if you want to install a rear rack. Here's a look at your long kickstand, and it does say Obsidian ST down here on the frame. This is the step-through frame with the blue and gray paint. Might be a little hard to see in the video, but this is actually a two-tone paint. You get some gray on this side, and this part is blue. One nice feature on this Mokwheel is it does have this removable display. Just squeeze the two buttons down here on the bottom, and you can take the display off and take it inside with you. It does have the little golden contact pins here. Real easy to put it back on. Just snaps back into place. Starting over on the left, you do get the Mokwheel Jelly Bubble for your palm rest on these leather-wrapped hand grips. They are locked into place using Allen wrench bolts. This is your Tektro hydraulic brake levers. This bike does have a thumb throttle over here on the left side. This is your Mokwheel control panel. These are real easy to use. Press and hold the power button will fire this thing up. It does say Mokwheel. You get your pedal assist level there, your battery life up at the top in 9 bars. This is your speed in miles per hour. It does say eco mode. When you switch it to the higher modes, it will automatically switch to sport mode. You get a timer down here on the bottom. You get your trip. On these Mokwheel bikes, if you press and hold the left and right turn signals together, you get into one group of settings. If you press and hold the plus and minus button here, you get into another group of settings. This bike is locked to 20 miles per hour on the throttle right out of the box. Let me show you that. All right, now I'm going to show you how to get into the settings here and change that. Let's get into this first group of settings. Press and hold this left and right turn signal button together. In this group of settings, you're going to get brightness, units, throttle, assist speed, intensity settings, riding modes, startup mode, fault check, and trip reset. So what you want to do is go up here to throttle settings. You're going to press the right button to get into the settings. You're going to press the left button to get back out of the settings. Go into throttle speed here. See, it's set to 20. Let's bump this up. I'm just going to put it up high. Never going to go this fast, but then hit the power button. It'll back out of that. And go down here to assist speeds and go into that one. Go down here to pedal assist 5 because this might be limited also. See, it's limited to 30 miles an hour there on pedal assist 5. That's probably fast enough, but let's turn this up anyhow. Make it 40. Press the power button. All right, let me back out of here. Let's check our throttle speed now. It'll let you run it all the way up to 31. So yeah, that's the brilliant thing about these Mokwheel bikes, guys. You can just go into these settings. You can fully adjust all this. You can go down here to assist speeds. You can go into each one of these, like pedal assist 1, you can change the speed to whatever you want. You can go down here to intensity settings. This is how hard the bike is going to come on when you start pedaling. You do get 5 different levels on that. I'm going to turn that all the way up to 5 also. So this bike is fully adjustable. You can adjust your screen brightness. It's on automatic. Let's leave it there. Get riding modes. Let's see here. What's in here? Motor only, pedal in motor. So you got a lot of things you can do in here, guys. Let me back out of these settings. Press and hold the plus and minus button together now. You get into a whole other group of settings. You get language, assist level, voltage, wheel diameter, tach magnets, factory reset. Over on the right side, you do get the Shimano Q's quick shifter. You do get a bell. One of these real smooth bells that's kind of integrated into the handlebars and your other hand grip. Alright guys, let's take this Mokwheel Obsidian 2.0 out for a ride. Let's check out these pedal assist levels. Let me see if I can turn it all the way off. Get it in low gear here. Let's see how it is to pedal the bike with no power. It's actually not half bad. It's got some pretty low gearing. You can definitely get this thing moving if you ran out of battery for some reason. Alright, let's try pedal assist 1. Yeah, pedal assist 1's giving us about 9 miles an hour. Let's bump it up to 2. Pedal assist 2's giving us about 14. Let's try 3. I'm already getting pretty high in the gears here. Pedal assist 3 is giving us about 16, 17 miles an hour. All right, let's see what 4 will give us. It is a torque sensor, so you got to ask for the power. You got to press the pedals to get it. It's cutting us off right at 24. All right, guys, I don't have the radar gun over here. I'm in a different area, so I'm going to measure it using GPS, see what kind of max speed we can get in this area that I have here. Get it in gear 10. All right, GPS is showing that we made it to 29 miles per hour, as expected. These bikes typically can get 29, 30, 31 miles an hour on a downhill. But yeah, 29 consistently. Suspension wise, this thing is on point, guys. It's really soft. Definitely gonna take all the bumps out of the road while you're riding. Between the 4-link in the rear, the 130 millimeters of travel you get in the front, and these big 26 by 4 inch fat tires, it's definitely just gonna be a super comfortable ride. The seat itself is just okay for me. I don't love these seats, but they're okay. That can be easily upgraded. Let's talk about the pedaling. This bike is a torque sensor, so you're going to get the power in proportion to how hard you press the pedals. But I am in pedal assist 5, and I am able to just pedal here just 8-9 miles per hour, even though I'm in pedal assist 5. And as soon as I want the power, if I press the pedals a little harder, it's going to give me all the power. Of course, you can get into the settings here and adjust your pedal intensity level up or down. There are 5 levels of pedal intensity that you can adjust on this bike. So everything on this bike is fully adjustable. So say you just want to cruise at a low speed, you can get into this pedal assist level 1 and turn the speed down to maximum speed. Let's do that right now. Press and hold the left and right. Bring it down to assist speeds. Press the right to get into it. Let's do pedal assist level 1. Let's see how far we can turn this down. All right, you can turn it all the way down to the minimum here. I'm gonna put it on 5. Press the power button to lock it in. All right, let's back out of here. All right, let's get this down to pedal assist 1. Now when we pedal, we should only be able to go 5 miles per hour since I set it up that way. Absolutely. So it's just giving me a tiny little bit of power here. So you can roll around all day long, 5 miles per hour, pedal assist 1, if that's what you want to do. That's the beauty of this Mokwheel bike. If you don't like the way it's feeling on some of the pedal settings, you can get into the pedal settings and change all the pedal settings. I raised my seat up a little bit, get my legs extended a little bit more. Feels pretty comfortable to pedal this bike. 6 foot tall, 32-inch inseams. I fit this bike pretty well. Let's do an acceleration run here. Put it on pedal assist 5. I'm gonna use the throttle only. We'll see what we get up to by that next speed bump. It's been a while since I've been over here, so let's do this. Ready? Go. Pretty torquey. It's 20. Got up to about 22 by the time I crossed. And I hit that speed bump at 22 miles an hour. Was no problem whatsoever. Gonna whip around here and do a brake test from about 20. Not much reference over here, but there is a little water inlet. I will stop there. All right, guys, you can see my my rubber trail there. I stopped at that little water inlet. Only took me about 20 feet from 20 miles an hour there. These big Tektro brakes absolutely locked up the big tires. Got some great stopping power. They are nice quiet brakes too. No noise out of these brake pads. This bike does cruise really nicely and comfortably in the mid-20s. I'm not having to put in a lot of effort or anything like that. I'm just pressing the pedals a little bit on pedal assist 5. I was out there cruising on the main road between 25-30 miles an hour pretty easily, guys. I wanted to come over here, try this big hill. Wow, as much rain as we've had lately, it's very surprising to see this waterfall is completely drained. All right, guys, what we're gonna do now is since we real easily went up that other hill, we're gonna come over to this giant hill over here. Really long, steep, big hill. Let's see how we can get up this hill. I'm just gonna stay seated and do a little bit of pedaling, see how it goes. Take a look at that hill. Massive hill. (105 Newton meters of torque). Let's see how it does. Brought us on up. Wasn't even much of a struggle, guys. Let's go across over here. A little squirrel wanted to get under the wheel. Alright, guys, let's check out this throttle. Let's see if it's locked to the pedal assist level. I got it on pedal assist level 1. Let's see if it cuts us off. No, it doesn't. So you can get full throttle no matter what pedal assist level you're on. You're going to get full throttle on this bike, which that means there is no cruise control on this. So that means if you want to maintain a speed using the throttle, you're going to have to hold your thumb in a certain position to maintain your speed. Not too hard, just tuck your thumb in the corner there and kind of roll it in, and you can hold it in the position you want. I'm able to maintain 20 right here, no problem, throttle only. You can ride the bike with no hands if you want to. Alright, guys, I stopped here before the rain moves in. I want to give you my final thoughts on this Mokwheel Obsidian 2.0. I mean, it is a premium bike. You get the big Tektro brakes, you got the strong 1300 watt peak motor, you got the full suspension with the D&M air shock and the 130 millimeters up front. Very comfortable to ride over the bumps. The bike can go pretty fast, guys. It can go 29 miles per hour, no problem with the 215-pound rider. Really torquey. We were able to climb up this big hill over here. Was absolute breeze, not even stressing. Overall, it's a great bike. It is a beautiful bike. I think these two-tone paint jobs look super awesome. There's some other colors for this. This is the blue and gray. I think there's 2 other colors. Let me show you what we did on range. I didn't get to max this thing out at all because the weather coming in, but we did do 15 miles of range right here. I am 5 miles from home, so I got another 5 miles to get home. So this is going to be a 20-mile ride for me. This thing comes with 9 battery bars, and it is sitting at 7 out of 9 battery bars. So we're still sitting at like 3/4 of the battery after 15 miles, guys. My experience with these Mokwheel bikes is they're just very efficient on the battery. Alright, guys, the Mokwheel Obsidian ST 2.0 is a hell of a bike. If this is the bike for you, I will put the link for this bike in the description below the video. Please hit like and subscribe to the channel for more e-bike and scooter content like this. I thank you guys for watching. I'll catch you in the next one.